Well, good morning. December 3rd. Holiday season's here for most people. I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to really, at least down here it looks like this, everybody's really celebrating the holidays so that they can, because they're afraid of what's going to happen after the first of the year. You know, down here it's more about prices than it is anything else. Up there I'm assuming it's about government issues and what have you, you know. I see a couple of Democrats stepping up, you know, but I don't see Kamala and Wentz doing anything spectacular except saying she wants to run again. And I have to say that that's a mistake if the Democrats do that, because it's like Raskin just said that he wants new blood. He's going to be coming in. Younger people have to get involved in this if they want to stop Trump. And I don't mean just stop Trump. They want to bury Trump and they want to bury the MAGA movement. Now, the MAGA movement has a lot of young people in it. All right? Look, if you've ever seen two different things, all right? If you see the Nazi Party rally and then you see a skinhead rally, the Nazi parties is like a political party, and the skinheads are like the MAGAs. They're violent. They're like what's the name of those people Trump used in January 6th? The Proud Boys. You know, what are they proud about? The fact that they walk around with a buffalo head on their hat on with the horns and everything. That's being proud. That's being absolutely ridiculous. You know. They're trying to hide they don't want to hide. He didn't want to hide his identity. He was identified automatically. It's just, you know, they have to stop it. I don't know what to do about it, you know. Other than getting people together and saying that, you know, it's time to change. Some changes have to be made, yes. But if you live long enough, you know these things come and go. Not the political power movement. I'm talking things like high prices and stuff like that. They'll come down, but not come down to what you want them to, which is, you know, in the 1960s we paid this for eggs. And now we're paying this for eggs. Yeah, and you also during that period of time had your salary probably triple, even if you were just a casual worker someplace, you know, minimum wage and everything else. You got better benefits in your life. These things cost money, all right? The Republicans don't. You have to remember one thing. The Republicans are bad enough. This group of Republicans that calls themselves the MAGA movement are like unbelievably selfish and self-centered people that don't care about the rest of the world. They don't care about the rest of the world, never mind you. All right? And if you think for 1 minute that things are going to change drastically in a year, they're not. All right? One of the things they have to do is you have to limit Ramsworthy and Musk's ability to interfere in the government. Somehow or another, they think that they're all powerful and that they're going to be able to do this. You know, it's like Patel and the FBI. Hey, look. Trump believes that he gets rid of this clown, and these they're going to concentrate more on domestic. What they mean is they're going to be more like a semi-secret police force for Donald Trump. And the thing is that terrorism isn't dead. They're all sitting out there watching and waiting and planning. You know, we don't have no matter what the type of security that they're going, where they're going on the borders, is they're going after the southern border of the United States, which keeps drugs from coming in to a certain degree. Okay? they'll find another way to go. If you block the, if you seal the southern border, they'll find another way to get the drugs into the country. Why? Because Americans want drugs. If it's they went through this with that's what the just say no and everything, that war on drugs thing. That was all what they were trying to do back then, is to stop the demand for drugs, and they can't stop the demand. We're a weak-willed people, apparently, and we need something to enforce our whatever, get us going. It isn't a shot of tequila, it's a heroin to forget our troubles. If you forget your troubles, you never solve your troubles. Every problem can be solved. All right? And people will give you examples of problems that have never been solved. Well, they will be solved. They may not get solved today, they may not get solved tomorrow, but they will eventually be solved. That's our nature, solve problems. Okay, that's why they have things like cold case files and stuff like that, where these people refuse to let it stand, and they say, well, it may never be. There's no real never. It may take another 20 years. Maybe there'll be nobody alive that remembers the case, but some guy, some detective, someplace in Podunk, Arkansas, or something like that is going to solve this case, because they relish the challenge. Well, all problems are like that. They just don't get solved right away. Trump believes he can walk into office and solve everything in 10 days, or 5 days, or 2 days. That's not solving the problem. That's camouflaging it. That's putting something over it so that the problem goes away. It's not solving the problem, because you have to look at the underlying causes of the problem. And when you're dealing with things like Putin, what have you, Putin's country isn't that economically sound. He is going to war as a distraction. Politicians use wars as a distraction. In the meantime, our population control. People say, well, you're crazy. They don't do population. What are you talking about population? Because they got people they can't feed. Or they're just a crazy, power-hungry idiot in charge of your country. You've got little Kim, whose biggest problem is that that family is power-hungry. Secondly, they're paranoid. And that's why they want all these missiles and everything like that. And they say, well, we take over South Korea. And then what? Some democratic country blows you off the face of the earth. That's just stupid. I don't understand all the causes of the Vietnam War, but I do understand that war was to make a lot of people rich. It was a political war. It wasn't for a democratic war, or to save, because we made a deal with France to keep it from becoming a communist country. It's a communist country. 50,000 men died because we tried to stop something. And the experts in guerrilla warfare and whatnot told you it was an impossibility to defeat an army when your supply lines are that far. Ask the British how they did against the Americans. When the British supply lines were, 3,600 miles long or something like that? And then in those days, that was like 15,000 miles, You have to take a look at the world, and like a guy like Trump thinks about his pocketbook, his personal stature in life. So does Elon Musk. Elon Musk, he thinks, and I don't know, I've never met a lot of really smart people other than my brother, who had a tremendously high IQ. And my brother just wanted to solve problems, and have a family and live long. And he had a family, he solved some problems, but he didn't get the live long part, And I regret that that I missed him a lot, and I regret never telling him how much I missed him and everything else. But that's how it goes, you know. My mother was a very smart person, a very intelligent person who grew up in a society where the male dominated, and that her intelligence wasn't allowed to excel to the degree that it should have. You know, maybe I never told her that too. You know, but like I said, I never met a lot of really smart people, so I don't know if this is a problem. You know, people say I'm smart, and then they say you're a know-it-all. You think you know everything, and I don't know everything. If I knew everything, I wouldn't be poor sitting in Colombia talking to you on the internet right now. You know, I'd be someplace else, exotic. You know, a lot of babes around and everything. But no, this is the Musk type individual thinks that they know everything, and that they're right and you're wrong. And Trump is the same way. And Trump isn't smart. He's just a narcissist. You know, that's an example of what is it? Where a little intellect is dangerous. Trump is that. Because he's a narcissist. He's got an ego the size of Mars. Musk, I don't know whether Musk is such an egotistical person, but he does want he does believe he's right, and right now he's very selfish and self-centered. So I guess that's narcissistic. You know, because he's looking out for himself and his long-term interests. He doesn't care about you. He flashes moments of charity, you know, which Trump doesn't do. So Musk has got people confused as to what he is. He's a scumbag. He is strictly out. He's another one of these people that's strictly out for himself. Ramsworthy, I don't know enough about. I think Ramsworthy has some mental issues that he needs to discuss. That's like this guy coming in to take over the FBI, Patel. He has issues. He's not. I don't think he could pass a true mental screening, you know, because he's got some serious issues there, and I think it's, you know, based. I don't know whether it's based on race or not, because he's not he's Indian. He's not American. I don't know where he was born. He's probably born here, but his family came from India, and he lives a different lifestyle than we do, which is fine, you know. Just don't try to tell me I got to do the same thing. But his idea of going in and closing the Hoover Building down and sending 7,000 people that work there out into the field to work as agents, or basically secret police. First of all, you lose probably around 2,500 to resignations, if not more. And then you have the who's running the labs and the intelligence centers and whatnot inside the FBI? Mega Mickey Mouses, you know? Political appointees? Friends of Patel, you know? That doesn't work. The United States needs the FBI to be as neutral as possible. And, you know, they've gone after Democrats and they've gone after Republicans. I don't think they're all politically motivated. I think the director of the FBI can be politically motivated, but I don't think the people that work there are, for the most part, you know. Are there some racists in the group? Yeah, I believe so. That's if you put 7,000 people together, you're going to find a percentage of people that don't agree with everything you believe in. Trust me. All right, I've rambled long enough because I didn't have anything really to talk about today, but I show up every day. You know, it's like going to work, you know. But anyhow, you all take care, and I will see you. Oh, there's a good football game tomorrow night. I think it's Green Bay and the Lions play tomorrow night, or Thursday night. That's going to be a good game. Last night was so-so. All right, you guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow.